In 1996, a federal law was created to protect patient rights concerning their medical care and medical records. Obtaining a medical record for you or someone else can be very confusing, and there are many laws and policies that make it difficult to obtain the information that you need. I hope to clear some of this all up for you and also try to give you a better understanding of what is involved with your medical record. HIPAA, which stands for Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, was created in 1996. It originally started to keep insurance after leaving a job, but medical information was just being handed out to anybody, so they decided to broaden it and make laws, only giving you your information and nobody else. So hospital employees or medical employees, they have to follow the law exactly when giving out the information, or the hospital or facility can be fined up to $10 million and you can receive prison time depending on the severity of the offense. How the medical records are obtained: in my case, I work in a hospital and I'm a medical records clerk. So we go onto the floors and we go to the nurses' stations and we pick up the medical records. Now when you come into a hospital, you are assigned a medical record number. That medical record number stays with you for life. But every time you come in, you're given an account number. So every account number is for a different visit. Once we have obtained all the discharges or all the medical records that need picked up, we take them back down to the medical records department where they are assembled, scanned into the computer, and they are given an assign code, which puts them into the computer and gives everybody that needs to see them access to the record. We also have a chart specialist that goes through the medical records and checks for any kind of deficiencies as far as physicians not signing where they need to sign, which happens on a regular basis. They don't like to sign their stuff. And they have a 30-day grace period to get everything done, and most of them like to wait until 29 days. So we also have to stay on top of them about that. So sometimes we feel like a babysitter. Okay, as far as obtaining your medical record, you can come into the medical records department at any time and request your medical information. That information is considered yours. As long as you fill out the authorization to release information and you show a photo ID, we can release any kind of medical information to you, unless the doctor feels as if it could be detrimental to your health to see the results. Like if it was a psychiatric issue, or if it was an STD result, serious, like a HIV AIDS result. Those conditions, we could decline to give them to you. As far as who you can get your information for, you can get your information for yourself and your minor child only until they are 18 years old. If the daughter has a child before she's 18, she's not considered a minor child anymore because she has a child. So at that point, you wouldn't have access to her medical record. The only other way to obtain medical information is if you have a durable power of attorney for healthcare decisions. And this is very important. We have a lot of married people, married couples, that come into the medical records department and they want their husband or wife's medical records and they don't understand why they can't have them. Well, we've been married 30, 40 years. You're telling me I can't have my husband's medical record? No. Unless you have a power of attorney or the authorization was signed by that person stating the other person's name and signed it in front of a medical records clerk, that's the only way that you can obtain somebody else's information. So I'm hoping that you have a better understanding about what is involved in a medical record. And now that you know what's involved, I hope that you have a little bit more patience when you come into the medical records department, or you know what you need to bring. And just know that this may be a difficult experience for you, but we don't don't do it to be difficult. We do it because we don't think we'd look good in it